Hello everyone. This is the last session about the basics, where we'll see some of the ID, mainly two, and see, how we can work with it. So we'll open the link to our book, that is Learn Python. Then we'll go to the section 1.4. So where I have provided one link where you can see the entire list of, all the IDs or interactive development environment which are available for Python. when Personally, when I code in offline environment, I prefer Spider, but it's up to you, it's not a big deal. There are different kind of platform which we can use, because I came from the background of MATLAB and I found the environment to be similar. It was easy for me. When I work online, I of course use Google Colab. So we'll try to open Spider. So quickly we will go through the few basic things. Here you can see, all these libraries, which folder you are, which project you are, all these kind of basic things you can see. Maybe if you are opening first time, you can see, where in which current library you are. Here you can have different script. So script is, just collection of different line which you can put together, you can reuse, you can do many things, easy to remember. And when we run a code, typically there are two part. Either we can run one line or we can run the entire code. So when we are developing, typically we run line by line to see which kind of input we are giving, what kind of output we are giving. Once we have tested it, our script is ready, we can run the entire code in one go. Here this is the console where we can see the output, or we can run any Python code, like let's say 3 plus 7. What is the output? We can define some variable. We'll go into this, how we can use this. In this part we can use different variables. We have what kind of output they are storing, all these things we can see. So this is basic introduction to Spider, and I'll not be using Spider in this tutorial. We'll use Google Colab, but the same thing can be done. Only thing you need to install all the required libraries and point out your input and output location to the your local system. So you install whatever you prefer. Now we'll again go to Google Colab, and we can again open some so in this we can put whatever we want to tell Python to do. Let's say we want to say Python, compute 2 plus 2, and we can run it. It will print the output. Same kind of environment we get in Jupyter Notebook also, which you can install locally in your system and you can access. Here everything is stored in Google Cloud. You can use Jupyter also, which is also quite popular nowadays. So you can see the output. The main advantage here is, typically you see the old code we used to write, some of the codes are written, and we'll write some comment sections to explain what it contains, what it's doing. Here we can use the text section and we can write more about it. Let's say we want to type we can move up and down. So all these things, the language which as a human we understand, all the input to Python, output from the Python, all the code, all this can be nicely combined. Like this book you are seeing, which is in the same format, so it becomes much more readable, much more human friendly to read it. Otherwise, when we write offline book, we write code, we test in Python, then we put it in some text processing tool. It might be something like Word or LaTeX or something, then we compile and we get the output. So different things we need to do. Here in the same time we can see what kind of output we are getting, and it becomes much more easy, at least for a writer, to write a book or like this. And it's easy for reader also to understand in this way. So but it's up to you, whatever you prefer. So thanks, and we'll code surely in the next session.